Hi girls, it's Thursday and guess what? I graduated from camera school. I am actually using my video camera. Like, I was going to try to find my old high school diploma and my little cap thing, and I was going to act like I had a graduation, and then I was going to throw confetti, and then I realized I was much too tired to do any of that. Today is a good day because of the fact that I don't have to yell. It is very, very nice. Despite that, I've been losing my voice all week. I don't know why. Which brings me to your question, Gwen. I used to love to sing. In fact, I went to a performing arts high school and I performed. Oh, I have some video clips I should show you guys someday of me performing, because I don't know how I stood there and I don't know how I even managed it. But I used to love to sing and it was one of my favorite things. And nowadays, doesn't really work out. I can kind of sing along to the radio like Leah said. And, but if I try anything where I'm actually exerting myself and singing well, then I immediately get short of breath. That's okay, because I did it. I sang for a good 5-6 years of my life, from about 14 through 19, and you find other things. You find new passions and new hobbies. I don't have a problem finding new hobbies that work for me. I found photography and now I do these videos, and if both of these things were taken from me, I would find something else. Leah, you asked what kind of shoes we wear, and I'm going to take you into my closet now and show you my shoes. I have not really bought shoes that accommodate pots at all, and that's really because I love shoes. Shoes are my favorite thing to shop for. My mother thinks I'm crazy. She's always telling me to get rid of my shoes, but I love shoes. I love high heels. In high school, I had this clunky, ugly pair of boots that I insisted on wearing every day to school just because they had heels. I have some sandals that have like a smaller heel, so they're okay. Paige, you asked how we explain to people that we're not feeling well, and it's tough, isn't it? It's really hard to try to put into words how I'm feeling, and that's been a problem for me for a long time. I just have a very hard time conveying it, because tired really isn't the word. When you say tired to somebody who's healthy, they're like, oh, well, go take a nap or go lay down, and it's a little bit different because this, first of all, is a tired feeling that lasts. It doesn't go away after napping, and it's very overwhelming. Like, when I get potsy tired, or whatever you want to call it, I'm done. If I'm out, I just need to lay down and that's it, and I need quiet, and I sometimes just don't even want to hold a conversation. I'm just exhausted. This exhausted is not the kind of exhausted where you can keep going. It's kind of like you're so exhausted that it's just done and over with. Do you guys have a hard time telling people when you've had enough? Like when you're really at that brink where you know you need to sit down? Kind of like Gwen was talking about being stubborn, which, by the way, I'm definitely stubborn. And sometimes it works to my benefit because I think it's important to push myself, but sometimes I push too hard. Sometimes I push myself not because I want to, but because I want to do what others expect from me. Do you find it hard when you're in a situation, maybe you're out shopping with friends, maybe you are out to eat and you're just getting to a point where you know you need to lay down and you really don't know how to tell somebody, or you hold off on telling them because you don't want to disappoint them? Because I do that a lot to this day. 5 years now, and I thought I would be done and over with all of that stuff, but I still struggle, and I get very self-conscious when I'm sick, and I don't really like to admit to people that I'm really not doing good. Gwen, you better tell that brother of yours that I said to be nice to you and that he should appreciate what you're doing with these videos, because it's a great thing. I'm going to yell at him when I see him in the summer. That leads me to what I wanted to discuss with you guys today. How do your friends and your family and people that you talk to feel about you making videos on YouTube and putting yourself out there and discussing the fact that you're sick? because I've really had mixed reviews. I'm realizing that often people feel one way or another. They either think it's this fabulous thing that I'm doing, or they think that I'm just kind of rubbing into people's faces that I'm sick and that I'm dwelling on the fact that I have health issues. And it's interesting to me because I think that that kind of attitude is exactly why we are treated the way we're treated and why we struggle so much with getting diagnosed and why there's so little awareness. So many of us have been made to feel guilty when we discuss the fact that we're sick. And when I started my channel, Chronically Kylie, a year ago, that was what fueled me to do it. I thought to myself, I don't think I should have to live in silence about this. I think that it's a part of my life. And do I embrace it? Yes, I do embrace it because I have to. And it's kind of like trying to fight something that you know is not going away anytime soon. You can have a hopeful, positive attitude and you can be optimistic all you want, but the fact of the matter is you're dealing with an illness and it's chronic, and you may as well embrace it as a part of your life and make positive steps to try to better yourself and try not to dwell and get down about it. But to me, discussing it, especially in the way that we're doing here on YouTube, is such a positive thing because we are giving other people the courage to talk about it, and we're educating people and we're spreading awareness. For me personally, it just feels good to talk about it because it's a part of my life, and day to day I have to do things that don't really go along with my pot symptoms. Like when I was taking my classes, I would have to sit down on the floor in the hallway. People would walk by and nobody understood what was going on. But it's nice once a week to come here and be able to discuss this with you guys because it's a silent part of my life that people overlook and they don't see because on the outside I look healthy. And by talking about it, it makes me feel not that I'm dwelling on it, but that I'm acknowledging it's there and that I'm accepting it and that I'm okay with it and that I'm proud of who I am, not because of it, but in spite of it. What has input been? What have people told you about it? Do they like it? Do they hate it? Gwen, I really enjoyed your video. It was so fun watching you frolic in the snow. And just one other quick thing. I know there are a couple of girls who watch The Bachelor. That's me trying to wink. Who do you think he's going to choose, Vienna or Tenley? Because I'm thinking he's going to choose Vienna. And honestly, I don't think either are good for him. Okay, that's about it. Just to update you quickly on how I'm doing. I am actually feeling lousy today, but I am going to get out for a bit and do a few things. I hope everybody's doing well and that you're having a great week, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.